Hey guys, this is Brian with Brian's Guitar Lessons, and in today's lesson video, we're going to be going over some key principles on how you can start improvising on the guitar. Coming up. Improvisation is easily one of my favorite techniques on the guitar. However, it can be complicated and confusing on exactly what to do and how to get started. So in this video, I'm going to be trying to narrow it down to just a few key principles to show you how easy it really can be to start improvising. However, I do want to preface it first by saying that what I teach here is not the only way to start improvising. It's just some helpful tips to get you on your way. So principle number one, and this might seem like a no-brainer, but find a scale. Most, if not all, improvisation centers around at least one scale. You can think of the scale as giving the music much needed context. It lays out a formula for what notes are going to sound good around a tonal center. So just to keep matters easy, we're going to opt for one scale, and we're going to opt for the A minor pentatonic scale. It's an easy scale for us to start on as it only relies on 2 notes per string, and it's in the center of the neck, so it's easier to fret. The trick is to keep things easy when learning something new. So here's how that pentatonic scale sounds played against the backing track. I do recommend practicing your improvising over backing tracks. It makes it a lot more fun and it gives the notes some context. So I'm going to leave a link for the backing track that I'm using for this video in the description below. So feel free to click on that and start your improvisation right away. I recommend getting into it as soon as you can. But as you can hear, what I played sounded very uninspiring. I was literally just walking up and down the scale playing the same rhythm. So I would not recommend improvising like this. But we do have a scale now. And now we can move on to the next part of the improvisation step, and that is experimentation. And what exactly do I mean by experimentation? Well, experimentation can be many things. For example, I could play the same notes, but with various rhythmic differences. So I might play some notes faster and some notes slower. I can also mix up the order of the notes, so I don't have to play the same order of notes every time. Or you could even play the same note, but play it more than once. Here's an example of some experimentation using the pentatonic scale. And I'm going to play that again over the backing track using our next principle of experimentation. Can you hear how the same scale sounds more interesting now that we've added some experimentation into the mix? Now on to the third principle, and this one is extremely important, and that is to find your tonal center. So we have a scale, we've added some variation to it, but for some reason it might not be sounding the way you want, or it might be missing some key elements. This is where finding your tonal center is important. Now you might be asking yourself, what is tonal center? What do you mean by that? Well, the tonal center is the grounding of the scale. It's where the scale feels at home. So in the A minor pentatonic scale, that home would be A. So now let's go through and find all the A's in this scale so we know where our home base is. So there are 3 opportunities for us to play our home key. On the 5th fret, 6th string, 7th fret, 4th string, and 5th fret on the 1st string. Now that we have our home key, we've added some variation or experimentation, and we have a scale to use, we're going to try to land on that home key every time we finish a phrase in the experimentation portion of our playing. Let's see what we can do by incorporating all three of these elements. So we're going to hear that backing track again, but now we're going to incorporate all the elements that we've been going over in this video. So as you can see, that's a huge improvement from where we started, but it's not the end. Improvisation is a process that never really has an end to it. We can always get better at this art form, and the best way to improve is to practice improvising and to learn what your favorite musicians are doing when they improvise. I hope you guys have found this video informative. Please leave a like and a comment if you found this video helpful, and please subscribe if you like this kind of content. Until next time, this is Brian, and I'm out.